Hi, you're watching Time Warner Cable's local edition, the Sacramento Report. I'm Jaime Garza. With me today is Assemblymember Anthony Portantino. Always good to have you here.
Thanks, Jaime.
Finally have a budget, but not your budget. You voted against it. Explain a little bit why this was not good for you.
Well, you know, my district is a district that deeply cares about education, and in particular higher education. I have 5 community colleges that serve my district, and so I ran for office because I believe that the key to getting us out of this economic situation that we're in is to have an educated population, create new entrepreneurs. There's a direct correlation between the graduation rate and the prison population. The more high school graduates we create, the less inmates. So to me, the key is to educate our young people and provide them with an opportunity to succeed. And this budget, frankly, was making serious cuts to higher education. And just this week, we learned from the community college chancellor and the CSU chancellor that they're worried about the triggered cuts that were also buried in this budget. So I could not support this budget for the revenue projections that were inflated, the cuts to higher education, the prison realignment piece that's going to create increased crime on our streets. And so I voted my district and my conscience. And unfortunately, that didn't go over too well with some of my own party. So
in other words, you're saying you face some consequences for sticking to your guns and voting against a budget that the public really was pressuring you guys to say we need a budget on time.
Well, they weren't really saying we need a budget on time. They were saying we need the right budget. We, the legislature, were saying, well, we have to get it done because obviously Prop 25 was going to take away from our salaries, and I supported the controller when he cut our salary when we didn't get our work done on time. To me, the most important thing was to get it done right, not to get it done fast.
So what has taken place in your life after this vote of nay?
Well, 9 days after the budget vote, I got a letter saying, oh my gosh, your budget was just unapproved for the final third and fourth quarters of the year. Although we had approved it for the first half of the year, we've unapproved it for the second half of the year. We've now created an artificial overage in your budget through our cut. Tell us how you're going to deal with it, or we're going to lay off your entire staff for 40 days. All 11 people are going to, including a single mom of 3 with a baby, are going to be docked pay for 40 days. To me, that was a direct reprisal. They threatened it before the vote. They said anybody who doesn't vote for the budget, there's going to be a consequence. They did that back in March, and they kept their word. And here we are with a consequence for my voting my conscience. So as a result of that, I said, you know what? Let's open the books. You know, I believe in belt tightening. I don't take a car. I don't take didn't take the pay raise in 2007. I don't take a state cell phone. I don't take those perks of the office, so to speak. I carpool with my wife to the airport so I don't charge the state for parking. I carry my proclamations on the plane so I don't charge the state for shipping. They picked the wrong guy to try to make arbitrarily look like I'm somehow spending. So I challenged them. I said, open the books. This is the public's money. Let's see all the budgets. And they said no. They said the public has no fundamental right to see how we spend the public's money, and so the Sacramento Bee and the LA Times have started to sue the state legislature in what some people are calling Budgetgate. The public has a right to know how its money's being spent. Let's show it. Let's open the books. I have nothing to hide. Let's do it.
Do you think the public is well aware of the internal politics that you guys are dealing with?
Well, I don't know.
And what you're dealing with?
Well, you know, frankly, it's not about me at this point because this is a larger issue. This is about the integrity of the House. This is about the public's trust. We talk as Democrats about wanting to raise revenue. If you don't fundamentally have the public's trust, you're never going to get the public support for how you manage your finances and consequently their finances. So I've asked, I put in a House resolution to say all budgets and all finances need to be open, transparent, and fair.
We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Assemblymember Anthony Portantino, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And thank you at home for watching Time Warner Cable's local edition, the Sacramento Report. Don't forget you can watch this interview as well as others by simply going to My Government On Demand, and you will find that on Channel 1.